Hey guys, it feels like it's been forever since I filmed myself, but I guess it hasn't been that long, but I feel like breathy for some reason. Well, like I set all this up by myself. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about a very, I'm sure this has happened to other PHers before. I'm sorry, my phone is on. Let me turn it off. So today, I'm filming this video in my favorite place in the whole entire planet, which is in my yard. Yes, you're gonna hear cars passing by, but I figured it's gonna be fine, right? Like, 'cause it doesn't bother me, but I hope it doesn't bother you either. This is my most favorite place to be, in my yard, under my trees. I love my trees so much. They make me feel happy every single day. And so, like, lately I've been going through a lot in my personal life, and I hate YouTubers that say, I've been going through so much in my personal life, but then they don't tell us like what the hell's going on in your personal life. Like, keep it to yourself. Don't be saying it in a video. But I've been doing like 2 different home renovations, one in my current home and another in a home that's out of town. And I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to see any of that kind of stuff, because like my channel's really PH based and stuff like that. But it's been taking up a lot of my time because my husband works full-time and he supports us, so any like projects like that we have kind of fall on me, but I get tired quickly, so it's kind of like I don't film, and then like the projects get done but then the filming doesn't, so you know, kind of stuff like that happens. So I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to film more regularly. I usually when I get one video up a week, oh, I feel so proud of myself. I feel so like fabulous. But my channel's really just been the last thing on my mind lately. But I do have a short story time, and this is for all of you PHers out there that have dealt with this before, and it is insurance changes that you don't have any control over. So let me get this is my medicine bag. It may look childish to some people, but it makes me happy, so that's what I do. I collect keychains that remind me of my daughter. She's obsessed with donuts. So this is Donatella, and this is her just doing cute stuff. I don't know. My daughter got this for me at the Lego store. Well, there's 2 different daughters there. Pony. It's like a pet name from my husband. This reminds me of my son, because when we went to Disney, I picked this out for him. And so my Tokidoki bag is what I've always used. I have my oxygen here and my ponytail holder. So I carry all my medicines in here. I've showed this on another video before, I'm sure. But anyway, this like full of medicines and stuff. But the 2 medicines I'm here to talk about today are, ooh, I'm catching that wind, huh? Oh my gosh, I didn't even think. I hope it doesn't come out bad on the mic, but oh well. We're doing it, so sorry. The 2 medicines I'm here to talk about today are this one and this one. So, as you guys know, I do take, I am on the Remodulin IV therapy. I do take Letairis and Adempas. They're 2 different lung medications. And I have been on Letairis for, I think it's been a few years. Longer than that. I'm not sure exactly, but I've been on this for a very long time. And my insurance, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield, has always approved this medication. and so I've never had issues getting it before. So here's my story, and where I guess shit hits the fan, because I totally was blindsided and heartbroken. And I want to say this because this is authentically, genuinely how I felt. Very violated, and it's a very weird like word to use, but that's how I felt. Like I'm getting ahead of myself. So every month I have to call the specialty pharmacy and order this medication, and it's like Lateris. It's super expensive. I hate to admit this, but when it comes to medications, a lot of times ignorance is bliss, and ignorance is also ignorance, you know. I have like a hard time some months ordering the medications, because it's a sad truth, but like PHers, you're basically chasing a medicine every single month. You're chasing medicines it just doesn't escape your mind, because you're like, how many pills do I have left? When do I have to reorder? Am I gonna place my order this week? Okay, is my insurance gonna approve the medication, or am I gonna have to call again next week? It's like you're in an addiction that you don't want to be in. I don't want to compare it, because it's not the same at all, but drug addicts chase the medicine. They chase the drugs until they hit rock bottom, and they're tired of chasing, and you know, then they like change their life, which is like wonderful. But people that have chronic illness chase these medications like to live. Like, you don't have a choice of whether you want to change your life around or not. It's just the way it is, and it's so difficult some months, you know, because the mental strength that you have to fight any disease, not just PH, any disease, diabetes. I use that like frequently because my dad is diabetic. Diabetes, you know, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, things that you have to take medicine for every single day. It is exhausting, mentally, emotionally exhausting. And sometimes, certain months, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna order my medicines, I'm gonna do it all the same day, and everything's gonna be fine, and I power through it, and I get it over and done with. But other times, I'm just like, I get angry that I have to order these medicines and do this every single month of my life. It's like, you don't have a choice. You can't just do it sometimes or not. But like, sometimes I get like, I just don't want to even deal with that at all. And when I feel like that, like I always, you know, talk to my husband, and my husband's very like, I can do it for you, you know, like, let me help you. And it's like, I always tell him, no, I don't want you to do that. Like, there's very few months where I let him do my refill order, but I always tell him no, because it's not his responsibility to keep me alive. It's my responsibility to keep myself alive. And it's true that like we do need support and things like that. And everybody's different. Like, I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but like everybody's family is different and things like that. But I never want to become codependent on another person. And my husband and my children go through so much by themselves, just having a sickly mother and a sickly wife. So it's like having my husband like, oh, order medications is not anything that I want to allow into my life, because when you allow certain things to start creeping into your life, then those comforts are easy to fall back on, and that's not how I choose to live my life. I'm very strict with myself, and like when I get down or like sad, I don't say depressed because I've never been clinically depressed or anything like that. And I think depressed is a very serious word, and it's used too freely to me a lot of times. So I try not to put it in my vocabulary, because I also think that like you can speak things into existence. So whenever I have really, really down days, is what I've been saying, like, you know, of course I use the word depressed sometimes, but like not frequently. when I have really, really down days, I'll let him place my order for me. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so we have to place these orders for these medications, and I called, and I was so stressed because I had been ordering the medication. I'm talking about my story time now. And I called the insurance, I called the specialty pharmacy, and I asked them, you know, I need to place my order for Letairis, and they were like, oh, it's not approved. You need to call us back next week. And I said, okay, well, like next week I'll only have like a lesser amount of pills. And they were like, it's okay, just call us back next week. So I said, okay, great. So I called them back the next week on a Thursday. And I told them, like, I only have 3 pills or 4 pills or something like that. And they were like, well, you're not getting approved at all. And we don't understand why you're not getting approved. Your insurance is only gonna like pay X amount of money. You're gonna have to pay $4,000 for us to send your medication out. And it was just like, what the hell are you talking about? Excuse me? Like, I felt so blindsided, and I was like, I don't understand anything you're saying to me. I just talked to them last week. They said for me to call back this week, you know, and order. And she was just like, yeah, they're not going to approve it, and you need to pay $4,000 because your insurance is only paying like X amount of money, and it's like a $10,000 medication. And I was like, $10,000? And she's like, yeah, and this is no fault to her at all, the person that was on the phone with me. She was just very frank, very like, it is what it is. And I was just so shocked. And she was just like, can you not pay that? And I was like, no, I can't pay that. And she was like, let me transfer you to, it's like a program you can go into to where you can pay less because they go by your income, I'm assuming. And she's like, you can go ahead and apply for that. She's like, and then once they approve you for it, then like you can pay whatever like they decide. And I was like, but I only have like 4 pills. And she was like, do you want me to transfer you? And I was like, yes. So then I call and I apply for the, you know, it's like a application of some kind. And I told the person, I was like, I'm gonna run out of medicine. And he was just like, I'm sorry, like there's nothing I can do, and your application won't be approved till Monday. So by Monday I knew like I'm gonna be out of medication. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. And it was like total panic, total just a heartbreak. And it's just stress and like undescribable feelings of stress. And if you don't ever feel like a burden, that it makes you feel like you're a burden on like everybody, you know, and it's very difficult. So I called my doctor and I told him like everything that happened, and he was like, you know what, let me just switch pharmacies like completely. And so he switched the pharmacy to a different specialty pharmacy. My medications got approved that month and went through completely. I was like blessed, and thank God they were able to ship it like on a Saturday, and I was able to get my medicine on that Monday. So I was like, thank God, like this is like crazy. And I just thought that problem was gone from my mind forever. Lo and behold, like 2 months go by of just like that. Me getting my Letairis, everything's fine, everything's normal. Pharmacy's just sending it out. Then the same as shit happens to me again. I call and I have like very little pills left because you have to, everybody out there knows that your insurance, it hits a certain day and then it's approved for your medications. And normally it's when you're very close to the end of your pills. So I call and I was like, I need, you know, my pills, my Letairis medication to be refilled. And they're like, we can't refill that medication because there is now a generic medication on our medication list, and that's the medication we need to send out to you. And I said, well, okay, but I've never talked to my doctor about anything like that. She's like, we're not going to be able to send the Letairis to you at all unless you pay like the $10,000 for the medication. She's like, the only one your insurance is approving on your insurance list is now the generic version. And I was like, okay, so what do I do? You know, because in that moment I was like, keep it together. Don't fucking freak out. Like, I wanted to be like, I don't want to take the freaking like generic medication. I just want y'all to give me the same shit that I've been taking for the past year, 2 years, whatever. I just want my same medication, you know? But she was just like, okay, so you have to call your doctor and get a new prescription for the generic medication, get it sent to us, and get everything approved. Also to like the, what is it called? Also, like the insurance had to approve it through their medication list, and then they would be able to send it out. So in that moment, everything, like all the feelings that I had just came up like so hard, and I was just so pissed and like angry and upset, and I had to just like swallow it and call my doctor and tell them my insurance is not, you know, approving Letairis anymore. I have to get on this Ambrisentan, I think that's what it's called. So this is gonna be my new medication. I need like, you know, a prescription for it, and everything got sent in and I got approved. And I told my husband that day, I said, I feel like they just shoved this on me. Like I didn't get a choice. Of course you do have a choice, but I'm not gonna pay $10,000 for medication. I can't afford that, you know? And it's just very violating to me that the insurance company is just like, yo, we're not gonna do that anymore, and we're not gonna give you a month in advance to like marinate about it, feel comfortable with it, and let you know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna pull the rug out from your feet and, you know, put this in your face, and this is what you're gonna take from now on. And it's just shocking, you know, and I feel upset about it. And I'm a big believer that like when life is throwing something at you, when you're in resistance of it, it's just, life just becomes harder. So what I've chose to do is just let it go, deal with what happened, and just move forward and just pray for the best scenario. But like, just in my video, I do want to say I feel violated, I feel sad, I feel upset that the insurance company just treats you like that. I understand that they're saving so much money, and you know, it's probably just as good as the regular one, but the fact that they didn't even send out a flyer or like a fucking voicemail or something saying like, your medication is going to be changed because X, Y, and Z. I mean, I'm a person. I feel that I should have received some kind of heads up, not just blindsided and, hey, this is what we're doing with your health, and it is what it is, and deal with it, or don't take any medicines at all. And it sucks, and I'm just sad about it, and I wanted to share that in my video. But I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have like dealt with things like that before, but this video is for people that are on pH meds that haven't dealt with this before. You're not alone. There's a lot of us out here that deal with this. It's very hard to just accept, but you know, just take it in stride the best you can and hope for the positive, and just move forward that way, I guess. Like, so that's my story time for my medications, as far as any medication changes I've had, and that's my take on how it feels. That's my take on how it feels. If you ever have a medication insurance change, this is pretty much what I went through. It's been very stressful. It's taken me like weeks to kind of like get back on my feet about it. So dealing with like my home renovations and my personal life and like my medication changes, and it's just been a lot. Like so I hope you guys like my video today. I know it's very loud, there's like cars and stuff. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be making new videos for you guys coming soon, and if there's anything that you want me to make a video on or you have questions, just put it in the comment section. I'm so glad to be sharing my journey with you guys, and I know there's a lot of you out there that deal with the same shit that I'm dealing with. So I'm Paige from Texas. I will see you in the next video. So bye.